The RDX is pretty underrated and it's under $50,000, which is pretty rare for a luxury vehicle. I'll include a link to the Acura and Murray's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this RDX. Let's get right into the review. Under the hood is a turbo 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through a 10-speed automatic. Fuel economy is 21 around town, 27 on the highway, with power outputs being 272 horsepower and then 280 pound-feet of torque. If you're able to, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe. It massively helps out the channel. Very sharp body lines on either side of the hood with this. The white paint kind of hides them. And then I love Acura's headlights. They're kind of like boxy and angular at the same time. It's a really cool mix. And then you've got the beat grille. Sorry about my shadow. The sun came out of nowhere there. But yeah, look at that design. And overall, I mean, this has quite a bit of aggression, but it also looks a bit more premium too. 235 by 55 by 19 is the tire and wheel setup. You've got silver with metallic gray on the wheels, and then you got this nice chrome trim at the bottom, the doors. More chrome trim around the top of the windows, but yeah, this is where you can see the more tapered off design. You can tell they're going for that sleek look. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock function, the opening for the hatch, and then the Acura logo there on the back. Popping into said hatch, of course, is power. Tabs to throw down the seats, and we'll do this side, see how that goes. Hello? That was weird. But yeah, at least it folds down flat, so that's a lot of storage space. Look at that. Love how the taillights arc across. That's really cool. And other than that, you do have pretty aggressive exhaust tip covers. That will cap things off for the exterior. Let's now check out the interior. Gotta love the two-tone coloration here on the door panel, and look at that. It's really nice with the trim. I love the speakers to the sound system too. And the seats are perforated all down the center portion. You got nice stitching as well. Legroom in the back is good. Got a little storage pocket there. Vents in the rear. We got USB ports as well. This has a panoramic sunroof. It does get in the way of headroom just a little bit, but not too much. Keyless entry for up front, and let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. Double pane windows up front. We've got memory seats with this. Another speaker for the sound system. And then you guys can see here with all the window controls, mirror adjustments and everything, and then two-tone coloration on the door panel. Seats perforated all down the center portion. We do have our power adjustments on the side with lumbar support. Parking sensors, and then the control to turn on the safety tech or turn it off, whatever you want. And I love that stop-start button. Look at that finish. It's pretty. Ooh. With the steering wheel, we've got soft touch all around, kind of nice grips on it. Paddles on the back, practical controls on the front face, like the adaptive cruise control, lane center. You've got volume and voice command controls over on the left side. Regular stalks there in the background. I love analog gauges. I mean, look how pretty that is. Now you do have that screen in the center, which you can change the information that's displayed there depending on what you're looking for. So there is still some customization. Again, I think this is like the sweet spot of analog and digital. Just a backup camera in reverse. And surprisingly, does this still have... Yeah, it's not... So it still has the keypad infotainment system full on. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is nice. But yeah, they haven't upgraded to the new Acura one. But anyways, look at that dash trim. That's fancy. Climate controls. We've got our dual zone up front. Heated seats with this. You even have automatic for the seats, which is a nice feature. So you set the automatic climate, automatic seats. You don't have to do anything. Got the drive mode dial below that. Transmission select, auto stop start, and yeah, it does have that. Keypad to control the whole infotainment system setup, and then we got a little bit of storage underneath with a 12-volt outlet. Phone charging pad, some cup holders. Center console with USB port. I do like the trim on the top here. And let's just take a look at the window sticker. 2026 tech. Look at that, under 50,000, 49,650. Let's see how the RDX performs. RDX. Let's see how this performs. They still don't have a Type S. They need to have a Type S version of this. Man, imagine the beautiful 3-liter V6 from the MDX and TLX Type S. In this thing, it would be, in my opinion, in my open onion, it would be the coolest performance SUV. I mean, you look at the pricing of these, it would probably be priced at like 60 grand roughly. Maybe a little bit more, probably about 60 grand. That would be so cool. 60 grand and you'd get mid 300s. But yeah, this 2-liter is great. So this is, you know, basically a CRV, right? But it, unlike the CRV, it actually has really good power. Well, unless we're talking about the hybrid CR-V, and I do want to talk about the hybrid CR-V later on. It's pretty comfortable. Again, not a ton of noise coming through because of that acoustic glass there. Get a little bit of road noise, but it's not bad at all. This is a nice drive, smooth. And the torque, it's actually got quite a bit of torque for a 4-cylinder. Like, you really do feel the low end kind of pulling you through. And the steering in normal Acura fashion, I mean, it's kind of a quick rack. His seats are comfortable too. This is Acura makes pretty cozy cars. I like them. Like, they have like a performance look, but they're not like, the seats don't like squeeze you to death, for example. So it's like, it's got the performance look and the handling and the powertrain and everything, but then it still is comfortable. That's kind of that's what you want in a performance SUV. You don't want a performance SUV that feels too hard-edged, uncomfortable, and yeah, not what I'm looking for. Yeah, turn it in sharp. This drives really well. So CR-V. Obviously, the CR-V has a not very not very popular turbo 4-cylinder with the CVT, but the hybrid CR-V, people love it. I love it. Now, here's the problem with Acura and hybrids. Acura has marketed themselves as, they've done so much as performance, and so it's kind of feels off-brand for them to throw in a hybrid, even though everyone wants them to do a hybrid. Like, you talk to people that buy Acuras, and they all want Acura to offer a hybrid. But Acura's like, it doesn't really go with the... And so it's kind of this weird thing where, in my opinion, they should have a hybrid in pretty much every single Acura. Like, the Civic hybrid should be in the Integra. The CR-V hybrid should be in the RDX. They don't have a Pilot hybrid yet, but once they get that, that should be in the MDX. Let people choose, right? And honestly, I think that if they did, I think this would actually go really well. So the entry-level powertrain is a hybrid. Just do that. Hybrid only. Keep it simple. And then offer performance, you know, the Type S. So, like, what that would look like, I think this would sell really well, is for this car, you've got the CR-V hybrid. So the base has, 200 horsepower, and it gets really good fuel economy, and it's all-wheel drive. Oh, you want the Type S? Okay, well, that's got a 3-liter turbo V6. So it's like, do you want efficiency or performance? And so that would work. I think it would work really well. But let me know your thoughts on the RDX. Let me know your thoughts on that. Do you think they should have like three powertrains? Seems like much, right? Acura is not like a huge brand, and so seems like a lot of powertrains for. And I think if they did 3, what would end up happening is people would either buy the Type S or the hybrid, and nobody would buy, if they still offered this, nobody would buy this at that point. They'd either want the efficiency or they want the power. So that's the RDX.